In a world where the adventure of a lifetime could be just a flight away, some places remain fraught with danger. While travel offers excitement, it also comes with risks, especially when crime runs rampant. Today, we explore the most dangerous places to visit, backed by real crime statistics that could save your life. From infamous war zones to criminal hotspots, let's break down the places you should think twice about before booking your next flight. First, Venezuela. Once a prime vacation spot in Latin America, today it's considered one of the most dangerous countries in the world. The country's descent into turmoil and economic instability has made it a hotspot for violent crime. In Caracas, the capital city, violent crime is rampant. According to the 2023 Global Peace Index, Venezuela ranks 146th out of 163 countries, indicating severe violence and instability. With a murder rate of 60.3 per 100,000 people, Caracas is one of the most dangerous cities on earth. Gang activity and drug-related violence have surged in recent years, especially in neighborhoods like Petare, where shootings, carjackings, and robberies are commonplace. The US State Department issued a Level 4 travel warning for Venezuela, advising do not travel due to crime, civil unrest, and the lack of basic services like food, water, and medical supplies. Moving on, Mexico has always been a popular tourist destination, but some areas have earned a reputation for being incredibly dangerous due to organized crime and cartel violence. Cartels, such as the Sinaloa and Jalisco New Generation Cartel, are heavily involved in drug trafficking, human smuggling, and violent territorial disputes. In 2023, Mexico's homicide rate stood at 29.6 per 100,000 people. But in certain states like Guerrero and Michoacán, the numbers are much higher. Cities like Tijuana and Cancun, despite their popularity, have seen a spike in violent crime due to gang conflicts. Even tourists are caught in the crossfire. Armed robberies, kidnappings, and shootings have become more frequent in tourist-heavy zones. The US Department of State has issued multiple travel warnings for various states in Mexico, urging travelers to be cautious. Next, we head to South Africa, a country of beautiful landscapes, rich culture, and extreme crime rates. Cities like Johannesburg and Cape Town are notorious for violent crime, and the statistics are chilling. South Africa has one of the highest murder rates in the world, with around 35 per 100,000 people. While Cape Town may seem picturesque, it has one of the highest rates of carjackings and gang violence in the country. In addition to violent crimes, pickpocketing and petty thefts are common in tourist areas. And while the country offers a rich safari experience, travelers have been targeted in remote areas for wildlife poaching-related crimes. The US State Department has issued a Level 2 warning for South Africa, advising travelers to exercise increased caution, especially in areas known for high crime rates. Brazil is another country that attracts millions of tourists each year, but its cities are home to shocking levels of violence. Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo, and Salvador face particularly high crime rates, despite their fame for beautiful beaches and carnival. Brazil's murder rate is 27.8 per 100,000 people. However, certain cities see even higher rates. In Rio de Janeiro, residents and tourists alike often experience theft, armed robberies, and violent gang warfare in slums like Rocinha and Complexo do Alemão. Violence connected to drug cartels, gang rivalries, and police corruption make these areas particularly dangerous. Despite the beautiful landscapes and festivities, the risk of being caught in violent crime is high, especially at night. Honduras is also a popular destination for its natural beauty, but it is also one of the most dangerous countries in Central America. With gangs like the MS-13 and Barrio 18 operating throughout the country, violence is a significant problem. The country has a staggering homicide rate of 38.9 per 100,000 people, one of the highest in the world. Gang violence, drug trafficking, and armed robbery are common, particularly in cities like San Pedro Sula and Tegucigalpa. Travelers often become targets for petty thefts, kidnappings, and violent crime in these regions. The US State Department advises travelers to avoid certain areas due to high levels of violence. And Afghanistan remains a dangerous place for travelers. Although the Taliban's control over the country has reduced the number of foreign tourists, the ongoing violence and terrorism make it incredibly risky. With a homicide rate exceeding 60 per 100,000 people and numerous terrorist attacks in cities like Kabul and Kandahar, Afghanistan is a country where the risks far outweigh any possible rewards for travel. These are just a few of the most dangerous places to travel, where violent crime and political instability have turned once popular destinations into no-go zones for tourists. Always remember to research thoroughly, consult travel advisories, and consider your safety before booking your next trip. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below on your thoughts or experiences about these destinations.